How's it going, everyone? My name is Lionel, and welcome to Berrywitched, a game where you get lost in the forest and come across this cutie. So hey, let's get right into it, shall we? Warning, this game contains violence, mild gore, mentions of suicide, mentions of self-harm, killing and death. Viewers' discretion is advised. Ooh. Where I grew up, the folklore surrounding our neighboring forest was always filled with intrigue. What some of us would do to enter the endless maze of trees, bushes, and a fog so thick it tricks your eyes. Not many children were allowed to go in by themselves, and many legends we heard helped deter us from the woods. One of the most prominent ones claimed that any living creature that found themselves lost within the forest was destined to die. This urban legend was only used by parents to scare kids out of going into the woods on their own. There have been real reports of people going missing inside of these woods, never to be seen again. What drew these kids into these woods in the first place? The answer is surprisingly another urban legend. Rumor has it that a powerful witch lives deep within the forest, hidden amongst the trees and wildlife. She is said to have the power to bring one's deepest desires to fruition. What kid wouldn't dream of endless riches, popularity, or success? Your deepest desires were awfully promising. However, getting lost will try and find the witch and succumbing to the forest's other legend. The thought was terrifying. As I grew up, my fear of these woods grew less and less. I'm not afraid of what lies beyond these trees anymore. What lies beyond? There are many paths to avoid this fate, yet some seem to lead in circles or just bring you nowhere. It's infuriating when you're trying to get to one place only to get back to where you started. That rumor, it echoed in my mind as I wandered aimlessly for what must have been hours. My legs were growing weak from the bumpy path I walked on. I'm calm. I am fine. Everything will be fine. Despite saying these things to myself, I noticed my hands were shaking. I was lost, deep in the woods. Damn these winding paths. Choosing to heed my leg's request for rest, I sat against a nearby tree. The cold, thick air felt almost refreshing as I sat there. Over time, my eyes beckoned for rest as well, and I complied with their demands. My vision slowly fades to black. Hello? Hello? Are you alright there? I hear a feminine voice call out to me. My eyes still closed. I felt a sharp pain in my head. A headache? My body felt in a different position from where I last left it. I could feel the cool grass beneath my head, but I don't remember laying down. I opened my eyes to finally greet the mysterious voice. Oh, you're okay! Thank goodness, I was starting to get worried. A girl with bright pink hair and an even brighter disposition met my gaze. She was hovering over my body, kneeling next to me. Her smile felt warm and comforting. She was emanating the smell of freshly baked bread and strawberries. The more I thought, the worse the pain in my head became. I groaned in pain, slowly gathering the strength to stand up once more. Oh, careful there. Here, let me help you. Okay, sure thing. The girl held onto my arm and supported me as I stood up. My legs still ached and my head hurt, but nothing bad seemed to happen to me. Right, there would be no chance of those silly legends being true. I looked over at her and noticed her fancy attire. What an odd girl. What was she doing out in the forest dressed like that? I suppose I shouldn't judge her so harshly. Her dress is cute, and she did just help me after all. Thank you. Who are you? My name is Strawberry. I run a bakery not too far from here. What's your name, friendo? Oh, my name is, Lionel. Oh gosh, I am not in love with, I'm not in love with Toronto Builders, look whenever I have to, input my name. My name is Lionel. It's nice to meet you, but did you just say your name was Strawberry? Yeah, my name is Strawberry because I'm the Strawberry Witch, silly. Regardless, it's nice to meet you, Lionel. Look, Strawberry. Alright, okay, if that even is your real name. If you are the witch I am looking for, then surely my dreams have already come true. You do not need to grant me any more wishes. Just bring me home with you and I am all good. Wait, did she just say witch? She didn't appear to be the spiritual kind. She looks more like, riding broomsticks, making potions. That kind of witch? Or perhaps she was the witch I heard in the legends all those years ago. Golly, you look really worn out. Say, how about you come and rest in my bakery for a while? You must be thirsty. I could get you something lovely to drink. On the house. Sure, why not? I'm gonna trust the witch. This girl might seem strange, but God, I was thirsty. Oh yes, I am very thirsty indeed. I had no idea how long I've been out here. Something to drink sounded so good right now. The allure that came from my inner child, wanting to believe she was the witch from legend, persuaded me even more. The reason I came to this forest could wait a little longer. Besides, she didn't seem like a threatening type of person. Thank you. I will love that. But first, can you tell me more about what you mean by a witch like you? Silly me. You probably don't have people like me where you're from. I am a strawberry witch. My magic is centered around strawberries, plants, and all things sweet. I use my magic to make lovely treats in hope of making people smile. So, no broomsticks? No granting someone's greatest desire either? Huh. Her answer was a little disappointing. Still, I couldn't help but feel that there was something greater beneath the surface. Huh? No, although I suppose I could make a strawberry fly if I worked hard on it. Yeah, this girl was harmless at least. The witch enthusiastically led me through the winding paths of the forest. She appeared as though she knew every tree, bush, and rock like the back of her hand. As we walked, one question lingered in my mind. Why would you build a bakery in a supposedly cursed forest? Surely must be bad business to set up shop out where people are too scared to go. Maybe that's where her witchy magic kicked in. Perhaps she has her own reasons that I simply can't see just yet. I tried to rationalize answers to each question that kept invading my head. My thoughts kept me so preoccupied that was frankly a shock to me when we arrived at the location. What the? The house Strawberry led me to appeared to be entirely made out of cake, with a sugary frosting on top of the candy-scented rooftop. It looks delectable. Look, I've listened to Hansel and Gretel enough times to know that this is death. This is definitely death. But I'll do it for the cake. The appearance will be any child's greatest dream. A very creative, imaginative child with a particularly sweet tooth, that is. Was it real? This all felt like an entirely different world. It was almost as if I had stepped foot into a fairy tale. Walking through the fields of strawberry bushes and closer to the house, I could read a sign that read, "The Strawberry Witch's Bakery." Ta-da! Here we are. What do you think of the exterior, Lionel? It took me so long to perfect my magic in order to make everything this cute. It looks amazing. Is that real cake? Is it edible? It's very strange. Well, I'm gonna go for the second one. Is that real cake? Is it edible? Oh, man, I don't need to say it 3 times. I mean, heck, I don't know what's gonna happen if I say it 3 times. Maybe the cake witch would like appear out of nowhere and smother me with her cake. I asked this out of curiosity alone. Totally not because being out in forest all by myself made me hungry. Eek! No, it's not real. Not real at all. It's a totally normal bakery made of normal bakery materials. So it's Please don't eat my house! Strawberry spoke in a panicked voice and began to fidget with her apron. The cake was totally edible. She's a really bad liar. Still, I felt bad, so I decided to give her this at least. Right, totally inedible. Gotcha. Anyway, why don't I show you inside? The witch quickly guided me inside. Whether that was in attempts to keep me from eating the house or simply because she felt awkward and wanted to move on from the topic, I will never know. It was probably a mix of both options. A warm rush of air brushed past my face, entering the door of the bakery. The smell of fresh baked goods welcomed me further into the house. It was obviously apparent that the strawberry theme resonated inside the building as well. Everything from the bright lights to the chairs, even the rug was shaped in a strawberry pattern. The wall separating the front counter from the seating area was also made of strawberries. I don't think they could grow vertically. But I'm certain that the way they appeared on the wall shouldn't be possible. I frankly wasn't sure whether to be impressed or concerned about what I was getting myself into. Look, you're gonna get cake. Like, should you be concerned about a cake? Maybe. I don't know. Croissants, cakes, and cookies, and more stocked on the shelves. Many shapes and sizes. They all made my mouth water. Surprisingly, not all the baked goods my host had displayed were made of strawberries. It's good to have some variety, I suppose. Can I get you something to drink? I quite recommend a strawberry milk. Oh, or our strawberry lemonade. Those are the best. Yeah, so much for variety. Only strawberry drinks? This girl was kind of funny with her extreme theming. Oh, strawberry milk, strawberry lemonade. You know what? Strawberry milk it is. I've never tried strawberry lemonade before. I can imagine it tasting pretty good though. Can I have some strawberry milk? Honestly, strawberry milk always had some sort of nostalgia for me. I can't quite remember the last time I've had it though. Suppose today is just as good a day as any to indulge in an old treat. Yeah, of course. Go make yourself comfy, Lionel. I'll be right back. With that, Strawberry pranced into the kitchen, humming a soft tune as she left. I took a moment to observe the room a bit closer before sitting down, as my gaze landed on the spiral staircase in the corner of the room. Vines of strawberries wrapped themselves around the hand railing, ripe and fresh as all the other strawberries around. I looked up curiously to see where the stairs may lead. In the corner of my eye, I could spot something that seemed to be a bed, you say? Oh, so the strawberry witch really is gonna give me that cake. Oh, gosh. So, she lived here as well. It's a bit odd to have the staircase to your room right in the middle of your bakery. I could hear her humming, getting closer. She must be almost back by now. Wanting to avoid looking like a snoop, I took a seat. She joined me soon after, sitting across from me. Oh my god, why are you adorable? Here you go. You must be thirsty. Oh, I am incredibly thirsty, especially with how close you are to me, she said, setting down my drink of choice in front of me. I took a sip almost immediately. The cool, refreshing taste of strawberry milk immediately regenerated some lost energy I had. Thank you. This was awfully kind of you. Nah, don't mention it. I live to serve. Oh, like, are you gonna be serving me that? Okay, guys, I know you're tired of me saying, like, are you ready to serve me that damn cake? But I want that cake. I want the strawberry cake. Give it to me. She laughed melodically, saying the live to serve bit in almost goofy, overly fancy voice. Just please, let me know if you need anything, okay, Lionel? Anything at all. Oh, really? I could think of many things. Oh, strawberry. She smiled at me. Her voice sounded genuinely concerned. It was admittedly nice to feel someone so worried about me. I wasn't used to the feeling. Our conversation slowly melted into silence. I should probably think of something to say. Could you tell me more about... Wait, interrogate her? Okay, so what happens if I interrogate her? Like, what's that all about? So why exactly do you live out here all on your own? One thing led to another, and an opportunity came up I couldn't refuse. You could feel the loneliness through her words alone. It was pitiful. She didn't exactly answer my question fully though. I was itching to know more. Truthfully, I don't like being by myself at all. It gets really quiet out here. What opportunity? Why, my bakery, of course. What else could it be? Huh. That's another thing I've been curious about. Just why exactly did you choose to build a bakery here? It doesn't seem like it attracts many people, especially with all the rumors about the forest. Poor decision if you asked for my opinion. My questions came spilling out of my mouth, along with my eternal thoughts. Every time I had hoped to clear up some suspicion, I was always brought with more questions. This time, I wanted answers. You do know about the legends of these forests, right? It would be shocking if you didn't know. What legends? I don't know what you're talking about. Either you're a liar or just incredibly stupid. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hey, MC, like, yo, don't be mean to her. I didn't believe Strawberry for a second. How could she not know the rumors? Anyone who lives anywhere near these woods hears about them, even in passing jokes. It's especially shocking for a self-proclaimed witch to not know about the urban legend about the witch who lived deep in the woods. Surely someone must have told her, right? I guess I will be the one that has to. There are many stories surrounding this forest, too many to count. However, there's two rumors I think you should know if you really insist on being ignorant. Strawberry sat there silently as I continued to tell her the urban legends. The first one is about a supposed witch that lives in the depths of these forests. The legend states that she has the power to bring anyone's deepest desires into reality. The witch's eyes lit up for a second at the mention of that story, so it was familiar to her. The second one says that anyone who becomes lost in these woods is destined to die. Well, that's just silly. I've gotten lost in these woods plenty of times, and I'm okay. You also got lost, and here you are, still standing. Well, of course, I don't believe in that one. However, a lot of people do. It just seems suspicious that you haven't heard, but chose to build a bakery here. I really haven't heard of that, but the first one, I think that might be about me. Yeah. Although I'm not exactly good at granting wishes yet, I'm still learning. So it was her after all. I thought you might be. The conversation got awfully quiet once more. Say, Lionel, I may not be very skilled at it yet, but I can grant small wishes. Your deepest desires within reason could come true. I guess what I'm trying to say is, what is it that your heart most desires? I stood from my seat almost immediately. I can wish for anything. I sincerely hope you're not trying to win me over. I've seen past your charade here. Huh? I don't understand. Please, your smile is so fake. You can see it a mile away. I don't know what you're trying to do here, but whatever it is, it's not working on me. No, there must have been some sort of misunderstanding. This was ridiculous. I didn't even know why I bothered wasting my time. Wait, why am I suddenly so... Okay, this is weird. Why am I suddenly so freaking aggressive? This doesn't make sense to me. Lionel, please, I don't mean any harm. I even asked to grant you a wish. I don't understand. Why would I ever trust someone as useless as you to grant my wish? Whoa! Whoa! Hey! You seem to be a pathetic excuse for a witch, and you're the first one I've ever seen. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if you were lying about being a witch to get something out of someone. You look like the type of person who only uses others for her own benefit. Why do you even try? It's sad at this point, Strawberry. I hate liars and deceivers. Strawberry stood there shocked. No words from the witch to defend herself, huh? That's what I thought. You're nothing but a liar. Yo, why are you making her cry? Yeah, this is not what I want. Lionel, God. Excuse me for a moment. I need to check on something. But dude! So there was no choice leading up to that. She ran on quickly to the kitchen once more. Running from your problems? She should just own up to it. This was so frustrating. I will follow her. God. As if I'll let her... What do you mean you let her get away? My dude! Are you the murderer here? Hello? As if I'll let her get away that easily. Who knows what she could be plotting? I got up from a seat quietly and followed her into the kitchen, making sure not to draw attention to myself. The witch was running frantically from one drawer to another, investigating each cupboard with a certain sense of desperation. I knelt down behind the counter to avoid getting caught. What was she looking for? No, God, where is it? Where is it? Her voice rang throughout the room, shaken and broken. She sounded like she was crying. Of course she's crying! You were so freaking aggressive! Her back was turned to me as she dug through one of the drawers. Suddenly, Strawberry gasped. I took this moment to sneak closer to her while she was turned away from me. She was holding some sort of paper that was ripped out of a notebook. Reading only the first few sentences, I could tell what kind of note this was. From what I could see, it began with, "My dear Straw Bunnies, I'm so sincerely sorry for you to find me in such a way. I never wanted it to come like this, but I just can't handle any more of this torture. Please, forgive me. When I die, I want my body to be useful to you all. Please, consume my corpse in whatever way you find most delicious. Perhaps a sweet cake." I stopped reading after that part. What is wrong with this woman? Have I really pushed her that far that she would resort to this? No, clearly she was already unstable if she had the note pre-prepared. She turned around much quicker than I thought she would. It caught us both off guard seeing each other. What are you doing in here? Shaking a bit, Strawberries held a note behind her back. It was a little too late to hide that. What are you doing? I didn't answer her previous question. Frankly, I was a little shocked at such a turn of events. No, my Strawberries seeing me like this is bad enough. She was mumbling to herself now. Neither of us had answers to each other's questions. Why are you still here? I know why you're really here. I know why everyone really comes to this forest. Just leave already. Get it over with. Somewhere I can see. I'm so tired of this. Her mumbles turned into loud, incoherent sobs. It was hard figuring out what she meant. Taking a step back, I tried to process what she was saying. The real reason I came into this forest. I tried to help you. I try to help everyone, but I can't do it anymore. Nothing I do ever works. Nobody ever stays. More tears fell down her face as she backed herself against the drawers. Every time she tried to wipe a tear away, another would replace it a second later. I've never seen someone shake this much. Until suddenly, the tears stopped. I was frozen in place. She looked off to the side with a dead expression. But hey, say it yourself, Lionel. I'm a pathetic excuse for a witch. I'm so sorry. Strawberry laughed, an unsettling smile creeping up to her face. I can at least fulfill my purpose one more time. I know what your heart truly desires, Lionel. I didn't understand what she meant until I realized that she grabbed the knife on top of the drawers. My heartbeat was skyrocketing. I quickly turned around the kitchen. You're going to be delicious, Strawberry called out, quickly plunging the knife into my back before I could make my escape. Wait, what? I could feel the blood pulling out of me as I screamed in pain. What hurt even more was the second and third stab she made immediately afterwards. I fell to the floor, feeling myself giving in to all the pain. I slowly lost consciousness. Ah! Ah. What a glorious cake. Shame some people won't be able to enjoy it, huh? Don't worry, Lionel. I'll join you soon. Ending 2 out of 5. Breakdown. Ah! Okay, I know I will probably die or I might find her dead, but I'm gonna wait out here. She wasn't worth going after. I needed the peace and quiet for a while. Anyway, I slowly sat down in the strawberry-themed chair. A moment turned out to be quite a long time. Approximately 20 minutes have come and gone and still no sign of Strawberry. Exhausted. I didn't realize how exhausted I truly was until this moment. Who knew that a chair that would normally be mildly uncomfortable could be so inviting? I suppose resting my eyes until she comes back wouldn't hurt anyone. The slightest noise and I'll bolt out of here. I knew to still be on guard. I need to rest desperately. A few squeaks slowly woke me from my sleep. I opened my eyes to a truly peculiar sight. What the? Guess I was dreaming. A few very small creatures were nudging towards the delectable-looking cake closer to me. They were like small bunnies, but also strawberries? How odd. Maybe that girl wasn't lying about being a strawberry witch at least. I tried to reach out for the creatures, but they timidly took a few steps back once they see me moving even slightly. I retracted my hand and drew my attention to the cake in the center, topped with delicious strawberries and excellent frosting. It was apparent that this was one of Strawberry's cakes. Perhaps these creatures took pity on me for having to wait here for so long for the witch. I don't want their pity. However, the growling sounds coming from my stomach were catching my attention. I must have been asleep for longer than I thought. I was already hungry. Fine. I sighed and took a slice of the cake the little strawberry bunnies had prepared for me. With no hesitation, I took a bite, chewing the dessert in my mouth. I noticed something felt off. The texture, the consistency. This didn't taste like cake at all. What the heck was this? Observing the inside of the cake should have been the first thing I did. God, how could I be so careless? Looking closer at what I was eating shook me to my core. This looked like grounded up meat with frosting on top of it. I had to hold back the violent urge to vomit all over the table. All over the strawberry creatures too. Wait, it's literally a meat cake. Why would you throw up at that? Like, I imagine that would be delicious. I had my fair share of steak, pork, and whatnot. However, this tasted like none of those. Look, we all know what this is, okay? Like, considering the ending we got before, we all know that this is likely the Strawberry Witch. Oh, God. Immediately, I freaked out. I spit out what was left of the cake onto my plate. The strawberry bunnies looked up at me all at once. I had to get out of here right now. I bolted for the door before another thought could cross my mind. What's this strawberries doing? Did my words really bring her to feed me? Whatever the heck that was. The taste still lingered on my tongue. Oh, how badly I wanted to take sandpaper to it and numbed it out into nothingness. I'd rather much prefer that than the horrible, horrible taste. Honestly, like, considering how terrible you are. Look, I know that this MC is supposed to be me, but they are absolutely terrible. I don't like them. I prefer ending number 2, where they got turned into cake. But gosh darn it, you made Strawberry cry. Gah, I don't like you. I ran throughout the forest once more, just trying to get as far away from the bakery as possible. Thinking about what that could have been made me feel sick. Hunched over, I clutched my stomach desperately, but before I knew it, I was throwing up all over the dirt floor. God damn it, I felt so weak. Every inch of my insides felt like they were imploding. Also, why would you throw up at that? Like, honestly, okay, human meat, I'm pretty sure the closest thing to it will be pork. So the only reason why you would throw up is if you're I don't know. Are you vegan or something? Gah. Well, at least I made it out of there before she could do something horrible to me. I think it was finally time for me to do what I was meant to do in this forest in the first place. Ending 3 out of 5. Cannibal cake. Oh, man. I just want a good ending, please. All right, we're back here. Can you tell me more about yourself? Can you tell me more about yourself? I had been curious to learn more about the witch. I feel like I've only gotten short tidbits of vague information thus far. Huh? Me? Honestly, I'm a bit more curious to learn about you. There really isn't much to me, honestly. Aw, that's not true, Sugar. I can tell that you have a really sweet soul. I see it in the glint of your eyes. There's a spark in there unlike any other I've seen. Oh my gosh, you're such a sweetie. I'm so sorry for making you cry in the last 2 endings. Despite the fact that I was sure that she was just saying that to be nice, I couldn't help but smile softly as the girl spoke. You're too kind, truly. She had just met me, but she was so nice to me. I didn't understand why. Enough about me. Let's go back to you. Oh, right. Well, let's see. My hobbies are pretty obvious. I love baking and gardening with all my heart, especially baking. Anything that has to do with strawberries. Haha. Strawberries are your favorite fruit, I'm guessing. What? No, it's oranges. Just kidding. I let a small chuckle at her humor. It was cute. She was cute. God, she is. What else? Although I'm the strawberry witch, I'm still practicing new kinds of magic every day. Like recently, I've been really interested in the magic of granting wishes. Huh? Just like the legend. Maybe she is this witch I've heard of after all. Alright. That's not all, though. I'll admit, it's a little strange, but I've been working on magic that can bring things to life in a whole new way. Like reanimating the dead? No, it's actually a bit more embarrassing than that. Here, this actually reminds me, I have a present for you. Excitement burst through her voice as she spoke, abruptly standing up from her seat. Wait right here. She ran off, leaving me alone to question what was happening. Present? For me? But why? Once again, she had just met me. I didn't understand the reason for her kindness. Strawberry came back with a small pink box wrapped in a light green ribbon, plopping it down in front of me. She gave me an excited smile. Go on, open it. It's for you. Hesitantly, I opened the gift box to reveal. Oh, I got a straw bunny. Oh no, yay. Is this a plushie? No, silly, that's a straw bunny. They're a mix of bunny and strawberry. One of my recent creations with life magic. Interesting. Wait, what? I can eat it? Oh no. I'm gonna eat the straw bunny! Oh no! Oh, what an odd choice for a snack. Making a strawberry look like a bunny was certainly creative. I'll give her that. The textures seem much harder for a regular strawberry though, so perhaps it will be easier to eat it in small pieces. Ah! Ah, God! Oh no! No! Tearing apart the straw bunny, I noticed strawberry smell fall. I could have sworn I heard some kind of high-pitched squeal, but perhaps it was just my imagination. I was quite hungry after all. The witch had an expression that now registered as complete discomfort and disgust after putting a small piece of the straw bunny into my mouth. What are you? The taste. It was exquisite, sweeter than absolutely anything I've had before. Wow, strawberry. This is amazing. I spoke my praise, albeit with my mouth slightly full. Strawberry wasn't looking too well. I'll be right back. She quickly rushed off to the kitchen. I felt like I did something to cause her discomfort. I should follow her just in case. No, where is it? I saw Strawberry frantically opening every drawer and cupboard inside the kitchen, looking for something desperately. She even opened a massively sized oven, looking inside of it. God, tell me, why would it be in the oven? I approached her closer as she continued her search. Strawberry, what's wrong? Stay back, please! Tears were streaming down her face. She looked as if she had witnessed a murder. Of course she did! Oh God, I regret my decisions! I'm not sure what I did, but I'm sorry. How could you do that to a living, breathing creature? I trusted you. I'm not sure I understand what you mean. Strawberries are meant to be eaten. The witch's expression suddenly became blank. No, more shock feels more appropriate here. It was just a snack, right? Honestly, they were delicious. You should consider selling those in your bakery. I've never had anything more delectable in my life. Oh my god, like the bad endings are really bad. Holy heck. I was caught off guard mid-sentence when Strawberry grabbed the side of my arms. She was strong, much stronger than she looked. Her grip was hurting me. Strawberry? Before I knew it, she began pushing me back into the corner. With one giant push, she threw me into the oven! The fire scorched my skin immediately, putting my body into complete shock. I could smell my flesh burning off of me. Soon, I was nothing more but a burnt corpse. I struggled to get out of the oven, out of the fire. Everything was so hot, so unbearably hot. I screamed in excruciating pain as the fire consumed me more and more. Slowly, Strawberry closed the oven, ending 1 of 5. Wicked Witch. Oh, that was freaky. I will accept the gift. Oh, hi, little buddy. I smiled warmly and pet the straw bunny's head with one finger. They're awfully adorable. Thank you, Strawberry. I'll take good care of them. Strawberry looked happier than ever seeing me and her straw bunny getting along. You better take good care of them, Lionel. I'm trusting you. It's too cute. Why would I hurt either of them? My God. Oh, God, that's what I get for being a terrible person. No. Aw, they like you so much already. The tiny straw bunny curled up nicely within my hand, making themselves comfortable. They were so tiny. I'm afraid of accidentally crushing and hurting them. Hey, Lionel, this is a little unrelated, but hypothetically, if you could wish for anything, what would you wish for? I froze for a moment. My wish? My greatest desire? It's something I can only accomplish on my own. I wouldn't ask that of you. Her delighted expression fell. The disappointment in her eyes were immeasurable. I'm sorry. I really should get going. Here. I really appreciate it, but you should probably keep little buddy here. Wait! No! What? The straw bunny clung onto my thumb, but I managed to pry them off and set them down on tape. Is MC just a terrible person? Is that what I'm getting here? Because, like, so far, okay, like all 3 endings I've gotten so far, MC was just being absolutely horrendous. Like, the true horror in this wasn't even the fact that we got stabbed, we got thrown into the freaking oven, that Strawberry served us herself. It's just the fact that we were just an absolute terrible piece of human trash. Like, that's the most terrifying part about all this. Gosh darn. The straw bunny clung onto my thumb, but I managed to pry them off and set them down on the table. A sad smile arose on my face. I was gonna miss the both of them, but I knew I couldn't stay. Oh, wait, it's dangerous out in the woods at this time. Why not stay for a night? I have an extra... I cut her off before she could fit. Why are you being so mean? No, really, I need to go. I have something I came out here to do. I'm awfully sorry. Please, don't go. Thank you again for everything, Strawberry. Goodbye. I get out of my seat and made my way to the exit, when suddenly I felt something hard hit me in the back of the head, knocking me out instantly. Ugh, my head. Why is it always a pain in my head? Waking myself up, I noticed I wasn't in the bakery anymore. I was looking right at a bed in a room covered with strawberry-themed furniture and wallpaper. Despite not being inside the bakery, this room smelled greatly of freshly baked breads and strawberry. This had to be Strawberry's room, no doubt in my mind. Even more alarming, however, was that large vines were wrapped tightly around my entire body. Vines with strawberries growing off of them. What the heck was going on here? Why would Strawberry do this to me? Gosh darn it. This is what I get for trusting a stranger. Was she going to kill me? Or was she going to use me for some weird magic stuff I didn't understand? All I knew is that I had to escape. I had to get out of here before she came back to get me. I struggled against the vines, only barely managing to pry one of my hands out of the fruit-scented grasp. That's when I heard a familiar sound come from the stairs. Oh, little buddy! I whispered as they waddled closer to me where I was tied up. Any chance you could help me out of these? The tiny strawberry bunny looked from side to side, observing the room. I watched them as they hopped onto the nightstand and used their tiny hands to push over a basket. The crash of the basket wasn't that loud, thankfully. 2 items caught my attention that were within reach of my free hand. I only had time to use one. I had to think fast. Ooh, so this will be the last 2 endings. I'm gonna check out... Okay, I know the gardening shears is probably gonna lead me to the bad ending, so I'm gonna go for that. The gardening shears were an obvious choice for my escape. I grabbed them without hesitation, started cutting each vine until I could worm my way out. Shh, come on, little buddy. Without thinking, I scooped the straw bunny into my arms and carefully snuck down the spiral staircase. With each step, I feared more of what could happen if I got caught. I still didn't know why Strawberry had knocked me out. She could be planning anything. I sure as heck wasn't going to stick around to see what she had planned. Creeping down into the main bakery, a million thoughts of panic rushed through my mind. In the distance, I could hear a soft humming of my captor. It appeared to be coming from the kitchen. I tiptoed through the bakery to the door, my heartbeat increasing in speed. I froze in place upon opening the door, forgetting that these types of stores have bells attached to their doors. The humming in the distance stopped in an instant. I didn't have time to be careful anymore. I bolted through the door and into the woods. Running through the fields of strawberries, I briefly glanced behind me for a moment. The sight I saw was certainly less than pleasant. Those eyes of hers, they looked unlike anything I've seen before. She looked like a true monster. Lionel, you can't hide, Lionel. She chased after me as I ran through the trees, tried to lose her within the winding paths of the forest. I clung onto Straw Bunny for my dear life. The sweat that emanated from my palms didn't help, however. Straw Bunny cried out, losing grip on my hand themselves. The poor creature managed to slip out of my hands, rolling far behind me into the bush. I stopped for a moment to try and recollect them, but fear coursed through my veins upon hearing footsteps getting closer and closer. How was she so insanely fast? It was terrifying. I was being chased by someone with abilities I didn't even understand. Look, if you die here, I would be happy, because you are a terrible human being. Oh, I'm so sorry, little bud. You are leaving Straw Bunny behind! You deserve to die! I whispered before running like my life depended on it. My life did depend on it. My legs were still sore from earlier, but had to push through. I couldn't let her catch me. Not like this. At one point, I had run so much I was certain I had lost her. I looked behind me once more to be sure. I felt relief for a moment, but that relief was short-lived as I felt my feet stumbling over a rock. Immediately knocking me unconscious, I slammed my head against the dirt path. Did tripping knock you unconscious? Hello? Hello? You're right there. Ending 4 out of 5. The loop. The loop? What? Okay. I'm hoping that this will be the true ending and that will be a good ending. I don't like DMC. Let's get right into it. I grabbed the diary without thinking. Something in my gut told me that there would be some sort of information, some sort of answer, anything at all that would help me make sense of all this. With my single hand, I began flipping through the pages. Strawberry's diary. Day 1. I finally did it. I proved myself enough in my magic to be sent on a special mission. They told me that I'm finally ready to fulfill my purpose. I'm finally ready to make a good impact on the world. I'm bringing this diary with me to fill in all my fun adventures. Apparently, I'm being sent into some sort of pocket dimension. They said it'll just be for a while, but I know how to garden and bake, so at least food won't be an issue. I asked them what the purpose of the pocket dimension was, and they said people with great desires often find themselves lost in forests like these. They get sent here, and my job is to help them fulfill their true desires. I'm not sure how good I'll be at fulfilling desires. I'm just a strawberry witch after all. But I won't let anyone down. I want to fulfill my purpose no matter what. I'll bring a few books about wish granting to study up on. I could really use any help I can get. I'm sure I'll find some way to help others, right? Day 5. I absolutely love my little bakery. So far, no one has come yet, but I search every edge of this pocket roll just in case, pretty often. I'll admit, I'm getting pretty anxious here all by myself. I really hope that these people's desires are sweet treats. Huh. They never did tell me what's supposed to happen after I help these people. I guess they'll just wander back into the forest and find their way out? I don't know. I'm sure I'll update this more if I find an answer. Day 16. Someone finally came. A girl. A kind and pretty girl. She and I talked in my bakery for a while, and I gave her absolutely every treat her heart desired. It was so lovely talking to another person after such a long time. I'm really gonna miss her. She went back into the woods just now. I offered to let her stay longer, but she said she couldn't. She looked exasperated and despondent. There was a complicated look in her eyes I didn't quite understand. I hope I helped her. I did everything correctly, right? Day 17. Oh my god. Oh god. The girl, she... Why? I found her by the lake. She had... Oh god. She drowned. She's not alive anymore. Here, one moment turned to absolutely nothing but an empty shell the next. What do I do? They didn't prepare me for this. Day 20. Starting to feel a little bit better after all this. I'm sure it was an accident, right? I did everything I could. Just need to look forward. Tomorrow's another day. I'm going to help so many people. I still hear the girl's voice sometimes. I only talked to her once, but I miss her dearly. What happens if I can't help anyone? It's my job. A true purpose. I'm supposed to help these people fulfill their desires. I have to keep trying. Day 42. Why? Why does this keep happening? I'm really starting to freak out here. 3 new people have come and gone. None of them stayed for long. All of them. I found all of them. All of their bodies decaying in different places, in different ways. One of them stabbed himself so many times it felt impossible to count. The stench of blood sank so much into the dirt. I could smell it sometimes, walking past that area. Besides the girl in the lake, I met another girl, equally kind, but I found her body covered in so many cuts and scars. She bled out far before I had the chance to get to her. The other hung themselves. I still remember seeing their silhouette through the trees. It was a horrifying sight. Even more disturbing was how their bodies swung side to side with each gentle breeze. There was just no one else out there. This wasn't just any mistake. This was on purpose. I'm gonna throw up. Day 89. I haven't been able to help anyone. A single person at all. It all ends the same way. No matter what I do, what I give them, the person always leaves. They always... This pocket dimension. They sent me to a suicide forest. Everyone's greatest desire is to die. I found the most recent customer suicide note to prove it, saying exactly how all they wanted in this world was to die. I worked on trying to practice magic outside my expertise. I haven't had luck yet, but I'm getting desperate. Something. Anything to make them stay. Anything to keep them alive. Out of the forest. Day 136. Is it? It's all my fault. I keep trying harder and harder to make staying more appealing to them. To make being alive more attractive, even just for one more day. Nothing works. Am I destined to be a failure of a witch? I keep studying up more and more on wish granting. However, it's so difficult to get a clear grasp on. This is nothing like growing strawberries. It's so lonely out here in the forest. Start making small creatures just to have someone to talk to, who I won't find dead the following day. I tried just making bunnies, but by magic, still, just have to keep trying. I don't even know. I'm so tired. I lost track of all the days. It's been so long since I last even rode in here. For a while, I couldn't bear to even leave my bakery. I was terrified of something horrible happening, scared of seeing something terrible. I feel terrified every day of waking up seeing someone new. Someone I cared about. Gone from this world. It is true that every person that steps foot into this bakery I care about. I keep thinking that maybe if I try harder, if I'm nicer, if I give them anything they want, possibly things will be different. Maybe they'll stay. But maybe I'm just being selfish here. I want them to stay because I want them to stay alive, or do I want them to stay because of lonely desperation? I haven't been able to save a single person. I don't think I'm that good of a person anymore myself. If I was a good person, things would be different. I would be able to prevent all this. But I can't. I can't do anything right. It all feels all out of control. My mental state is worsening by the day. I don't know how much longer I can take this. I'm getting desperate. The page after that was ripped out. I closed the book. I read enough. So that's why I'm in this predicament. Some relief overcame me as I realized she wasn't out for blood. It seemed like the exact opposite. She was trying to prevent another death, even if her methods of doing so were so flawed. My deepest desire, my reason for coming here. She was right. Despite what I may have said in the past, I got lost in the forest on purpose. I had full intentions of ending my life from the moment I stepped into this pocket dimension. I've always clung onto those superstitions subconsciously. They always brought me back to childhood, back to a time when things were easier. Now everything was a mess. Everything felt so hopeless, so out of control. Strawberry's words in her diary, they resonated with me deeply. I can't put her through this again. No matter what I feel about my worthless life, she doesn't deserve to see another corpse. I gently put the book down the second I heard humming coming from the spiral staircase. Strawberry. Oh, you're awake! Strawberry, you're here too! Golly. I'm awfully sorry about all this. I kinda just panicked and, well, I didn't want you to get hurt out there, so I didn't really think this through. Strawberry, it's okay. You think you can undo these vines? Well, I would really love to do that for you, Lionel, but I can't risk you leaving out into the forest. Please, understand. It's not safe out there. I have no intentions of going to the forest. Strawberry looked a bit taken aback by my response. Huh? But I thought you... Forgive me, but I read your diary while you were gone. You've been truly kind to me, Strawberry. You've done nothing but shown your kindness to others, but the world has only shut you out. I know how that feels. Strawberry looked down at the floor as I spoke. You've forgotten how to be kind to yourself, though. Other people's lives aren't your responsibility, and I hate those buttholes who put you here, knowing this would happen to you. Why are you saying this to me? I should be saying this to you. You came into this forest for a reason. You've done nothing but be kind to me and Strawberry. You've even tried to comfort me now when I did horrible things to you. She started to tear up. You're so much more kinder than you'll ever know. You don't deserve this. You don't deserve any of this. I may not know much about you, but whatever happened in your life to bring you to this place, I am so sorry. I'm sorry for making you stay. Strawberry lifted her hand, and as she did, the vines retracted and let me loose from their grip. I stood up and pulled Strawberry into a tight hug. Who knows the last time either of us had one, but we both needed one. I felt her shakily hug me back, crying into my shoulder. I'm not going anywhere. I think I'd like to stay for a while, if that's okay. No, I shouldn't force you to. You're not forcing me to. I want to. It's understandable, though, if you'd rather I not. No! I mean, no, really. I would love to have you stay for as long as you desire. If that is, what you desire. I smiled and pulled away from the hug, Strawberry slowly calming down and wiping the tears away from her face. What I desire? I think what I desire now is the company of someone like Strawberry. Someone who understands. Maybe, bit by bit, things could get better for the both of us. At least for now, we wouldn't have to be alone. Lionel, you're gonna eat all of our decorations! It had been quite a while since I moved in with Strawberry and the Straw Bunnies. I couldn't exactly remember how long though. Since doing so, I've noticed her mood greatly improving. She taught me how to bake and garden, and for me, I taught her about folklore and superstitions of different cultures. I even watched her magic blossom and improve. She can grant small wishes with ease now. We've seen people come and go throughout the bakery. Some of them didn't have the happiest of endings. But we keep trying. Strawberry at least didn't have to carry the burden alone. She's doing a better job of not taking responsibility of it either. She has hope that one day things will be different. I'll admit, her optimism has really rubbed off on me. Hello, Earth to Lionel. You're dozing off again. Sorry. Well, hey, if you're that worried about me eating too many strawberries, then you should stop growing such tasty ones. She laughed her sweet, melodical laugh. I'm glad you like them. Just make sure we have enough to decorate all the cakes, okay? Alright, I suppose so. Life wasn't going to get any easier. I still think about why I originally came here from time to time, but slowly, I think things will be okay. Things will be okay for the both of us. Ending 5 out of 5. Good end. Holy heck. I am absolutely in love with this. Gosh. Anyway, thank you all so much for coming. I really hope you guys enjoyed yourself. If you guys want to play this game for yourself, link to it will be in the description below. I'm actually going to be pestering Aspar to like make a playthrough of this. It was absolutely beautiful. And honestly, all I can say about this is that things do get better over time. I know it's a freaking cliche, and I know it's a cliche to call it a cliche too, but things will feel really freaking tough at the start. But I can promise you that as long as you hang on for a bit longer, things do get a bit easier day by day. Anyway, please do take care of yourselves. I hope you have a lovely rest of the day, and I will be seeing you. And please, really, I want to see you in the next video. This is Lionel, signing off. Ciao. Also, not gonna lie, this game made me cry.